Welcome back to yet another video of Squire Editions Workshop. Today we've got three main topics that we're going to focus on. The notorious LS3 that we have in there. We're going on to the Ineos Grenadier, and then lastly going over to our very first Squire Editions Gunbus Trader. Looking rather official now, Robbie.
Right, yeah,
so
a bit of paper.
A bit of paper, yeah, a bit of paper and a hammer.
The fitting device.
Yeah, the fitting device. Yeah, this is trying to make sense. On the back of the last video,
yeah,
we've had a few questions that this lovely audience has proposed.
Okay.
Not come from me, actually.
No,
not come from me. So we just want to answer your questions now. Top 5 that have come up since the last video. Top 1,
yeah.
Mr. Robbie. How do you make 6.2 litres of V8 fit?
Essentially, I've made completely custom mounts for it to fit into the chassis. You can't buy anything. Well, I think there's maybe 1 or 2 companies now that are starting to make stuff you can buy. But yeah, with the package that we're running, I just made our own mounts to fit in there. And it fits relatively well, I think.
Surprisingly small engine.
For the size of it.
For the size of it.
Yeah, I think people get caught up with it being a V8 and the size of it, that it's massive.
Yeah.
But essentially, it's only the length of a normal 4-cylinder engine.
Is it?
But then you've just got the, you know, it V's out to give you a bit more size at the top. So length-wise, it's not really any different.
So all in all, not too bad.
No,
Not too bad.
Pretty good, yeah.
How do you make Chevy talk to Land Rover? I thought that was quite a good question, actually.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, it's a thing I think a lot of people sort of miss or like forget to take into consideration. So obviously, with it being a Puma, like the dashboard and everything works via CAN bus.
Yep.
On an earlier one, it'd be easy. You just hook up all the analog gauges and off you go. With this, we've got a CAN bus converter, so the standalone engine ECU can then talk the same language as Land Rover, so they work together then.
And it does work.
And it does work together, yeah.
Proven.
Yes.
Yeah, we like that. Hopefully that's answered that one.
Yeah.
Very articulate, Robbie. Are there supporting modifications that need to be done once you've put 6.2 litres of goodness into this Land Rover?
Yes, the drivetrain wouldn't take it as standard, or it might do if you were sort of gentle with it, but we've gone sort of belts and braces, upgraded axles, diffs, transfer box, everything. Brakes want to be upgraded as well because you know, notoriously not great. So yeah, definitely upgrades you need to do to make it safe and a long-lasting package.
How much horsepower does this engine have?
This one's dynoed at 550 horsepower.
Wow, 550 horsepower. And they're traditionally running in a 2.2, 2.4, 120 odd?
130, I think, yeah, 130 horsepower. Yeah, wow. So sort of four times more.
Bit of a difference.
Yeah.
Then we've got, in the words of Jackie Day, it's not just nice and shiny, is it?
No. It functions as well.
It functions. Who knew that it actually functions?
Yeah.
The last one, more of a statement, bet that sound makes you smile.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I'm an American V8 guy anyway, so, you know, I love the sound of it. I think everyone enjoys the sound of a V8.
Who doesn't love the sound of a V8?
Yeah.
Beg to differ if somebody says they don't.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, sometimes I would say from your wallet, maybe.
I think it's actually scientifically proven that the noise, the harmonics of a V8 are pleasing to the human ear.
Oh, I thought we were going to go on to something else. Blimey. So look, we are recording now, Robbie.
Yeah, we're still live.
There we go. And now I hope that has summed it up. And one question that I would ask you, actually, just one that aside from all of this, one of the things that I found most fascinating when doing all of this is the fabrication specifically that is involved in transplanting this engine into it. And I've said it all along, one of my favourite pieces that's so simplistic is this top cooling hose. I love it. Just look at it. Cameraman, please, just do a bit of a close-up on there. That is one of my favourite bits of welding and my favourite bits of custom work on this car, and I know there is plenty. What have we got here, Mr. Moore?
An Ineos Grenadier.
Is this a Defender Nemesis?
I don't know, I quite like them.
I like them as well. The more I see them, the more I like them.
Yeah.
They have got that Defender sort of charm, that Defender look, haven't they?
They do have the vibe going for it.
And this is the first one in the shop.
Yes. So, yeah, first one I'll be working on.
First one that we're all going to be having some sort of involvement on, I'm sure. So today, Mr. Moore has got the task of fitting a light bar that we have been reliably informed is brighter than God himself. Look at it. It looks sexy as well.
Are you sure he wants
it's
it on
going to do
his
the job?
truck?
He definitely wants it in his truck. You can't take this one, Ben.
Next one?
Maybe the next one. So we're just going to pop her up and have a quick look, see what it looks like. That is exactly where the client wants it.
Yeah, a little bit over towards me.
48, it's the widest they do, isn't it, Ben?
I think so.
So the lumens on this, Ben, is, as we described, brighter than God.
Yes.
It will give you an X-ray, but we're not quite sure of the lumens, which we'll have to find out. But I'm sure it's 10,000 plus-ish.
It must be. The laser range is very, very good.
It's one of the best, isn't it? Laser
Yeah.
range is the top of its
Just
game.
top quality.
And fitment-wise, I think it's going to be spot on, isn't it?
He wanted it lower than the roof line, which I think here will be just perfect.
So first time in the Grenadier. First impressions, it drives nicely. You know, there's a lot of BMW stuff in here. To be perfectly honest, I'm not the biggest fan, mostly because of the looks. You know, I think that the look of this is trying too hard to be a Defender when it's not a Defender, and they're trying to make something that's obviously a very big success, and doing their best to make a copy. And I don't think, in my opinion, that it works very well. But, you know, I know a lot of people love them. Ben, back in the workshop, he's a big fan, and I think he almost bought one. But having said that, it does drive nicely. You know, gearbox is good. It's all BMW engine and running gear. Lots and lots of styling in here. It looks like you'd need a degree to work out what all the buttons did. There's so many of them. But I think I like it a little bit. You know, you might get bored of it. It's all right. So anyway, the reason why we're going to Bognor is this particular customer. He's a good friend of Tom's, and he wants us to do a rear draw system. So we're going to get it all measured up to have that fitted. The engineers are over there. They're going to do they're going to make a bespoke draw system. The customer's got specific stuff that he wants to put in it. So it's got to be certain dimensions, it's got to be certain height and width and all that kind of thing. But it'll be cool. It'll be very nice. So this will be the first one that we've put in the Grenadier. So what I have noticed with this on our short journey to Bognor and back is what I don't particularly like is this centre console mounted dashboard. You've literally got nothing in front of you here. I think when you first turn the car on, you've got a couple of warning lights, what have you, but that goes out. So you've got literally nothing in front of you while you're driving. And all of the information is just here on the side. So you've got to keep looking at that, taking your eyes off the road. Overall, I mean, we've had a successful trip down to Bognor to go and see the engineers. We've given them a fair chunk of work to do. So Ben, we had a Grenadier in the shop today.
Yeah.
Didn't we? Although it's now gone, I'm not overly fussed about it.
No.
It doesn't really float my boat too much. It was quite a nice place to be.
Yeah. Well, yeah. How did it drive in your?
It drove nicely. It's a lot like a BMW, which of course it's going to be.
Yeah. Same power plant, gearbox, all that.
Yeah, that's right. But the styling and the gadgets and all that kind of stuff, not really for me.
No.
I know that you were quite interested in actually buying one.
Yeah. So
Was it last year at a show somewhere? You saw?
Festival of Speed, I inquired,
Speed,
and then went and had a test drive in one. They're very cool. You know, the fact that it comes with a lot of functionality there. So if you want to have a light bar or something, everything's already run. You know, it's very well set up for what it was designed for, which, you know, I think harks back to the Defender where it got its start.
Yes.
Aesthetically, it's not my favourite front end wise. It looks like
they're very Marmite. I agree with you that all of the gadgets and the gizmos on it, although I think a lot of people probably wouldn't use them.
Yeah.
They are there, and some of them are.
The fact that they include it, yeah.
They are pretty cool. I think the one we had in today was a particularly good spec. I've not had much to do with them, but we did have one a couple of weeks ago that came in, very briefly, and This one today had an awful lot more stuff on it.
Yeah, so it came, he ticked the box for the C-Tech split charger.
Yes.
So it's very
Yes.
good components that are being put into it, which is really nice. There's a lot of adaptability there.
Yeah, nice quality stuff.
Yeah, and I imagine they'll be very good off-road as well with their lockers and everything from factory.
I guess so. One thing that did catch me out a little bit was the steering.
Oh, really?
Yes, the non-self-centering steering.
Oh.
I was aware of it, but when it happened, I wasn't quite ready for it.
Feels very strange, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh, yeah. But yeah, I mean, overall, I see the appeal. Not for me.
No, I imagine it will get better with time with a lot of aftermarket manufacturers getting involved.
Yeah.
And getting lots of
Yeah.
shiny bits to bolt onto it.
That's right. I think there are. I mean, there's definitely scope for a lot of shiny bits to go onto it. With all of the racking, you know, the attachment
cargo
points
rail,
and all that kind of stuff on the side of it. Yeah, and I mean, this one that we're doing a draw system for as well. Obviously, that's going to enhance it.
Yeah,
quite
I'm
a
looking
bit.
forward to seeing how that
So it'd
uses
be
the
nice.
space.
It'll be good. Yeah, yeah, it'll be good.
As I'm sure you gathered, the light bar and the draw system has not been fitted to the Grenadier as of yet. You've had a few sneak previews of Stu at the Engineers, but for now we are heading over to the other side of Chichester to go and take delivery of the very first Squire Editions Gunbus trailer. We've now come over to the agricultural side. I know nothing about these tractors, and we're hoping one of these is going to tow the Gunbus trailer.
Yeah.
In principle. Is there a theory behind this?
No, just hope.
So we're hoping for limited calamities. We're going to get the Gunbus trailer off the lorry, into the yard, for this man here to work his magic on windows, floor, and all sorts of other cabinet making skills inside the Gunbus. More to follow. You think a Land Rover bloody gearbox is bad? So in principle, we're going to hitch her up. It's going to go swimmingly well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on.
I've got no brakes.
Nothing like a bit of peer pressure. On that lock, keep it going. Go on, that'll do. Oh, there's no joke. This is pretty heavy gear. We go on top one, or bottom one. Yeah, can you lie? There we go. There you go. Is that much space? Look at that. But the question, yeah, well, it's not bad. There's that much room. This is why everybody needs a Gunbus trailer.
Yeah, where else would you sleep?
Yeah. Here we have it, Ryan.
We made it.
We made it. No battle scars.
No.
All limbs intact
Yep.
so far.
Yep.
And it's going to be a hell of a project.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's going to be beautiful when it's finished, though.
Yeah.
Double glazed windows.
Double glazed windows.
Oak surrounds.
No, all painted.
All painted,
in the
of course they are,
contrasting
yeah.
trim.
Yeah.
Solid oak benches.
Yeah.
All round. Solid oak floor.
You could almost live in it.
Definitely. Yeah. With insulation. Lovely.
So here we have it. Follow this build. The next video is going to be, or maybe not the next one. We're not going to debate it will. You're going to get this done in 2 weeks? Probably not the next video, but there will be a video purposely dedicated to the Gunbus trailer. Thank you very much for watching. Give us a like, drop in a comment below, and watch this next video.